that do the same thing as well. Now let's take a look at how that simple activity fits into the structure of the 2x2 matrix. Again, when you purchase your initial $200 worth of groceries, you're placed at the top of your very own matrix. Then you go out and you find two more people who want to do the same thing. And with these two personal retail sales, you become a distributor and are qualified to be paid commission. Now remember, you're going to help Tom and Mary go out and find their two people as well. And when that happens, your matrix is filled and you cycle and you earn commissions. Well, what does that look like and how does it work? So now we want to take a look at how this matrix pays. You'll be able to stop and rewind this video as many times as you want in order to really see how this works. And this right here is where we're going to see how there's plenty of money involved in the matrix and why you don't ever have to pay more money out of your pocket to benefit from this system. So we're going to take another look at the matrix, but we're going to look at the math of it. So here is where you went to the top of your own matrix. Why? Well, because you paid $200 out of pocket to purchase groceries and you became a preferred retail customer. And then you went out and you found two who wanted to do the same thing. And this makes you qualified as a distributor with MPB today. And this is a one-time requirement. You don't ever have to go out and get qualified again. You don't have to be qualified on every matrix or anything like that. And then you help Tom go out and find Jack and Judy. And then you help Mary go out and find Jim and Sally. Now when that happened, you cycled, or the matrix became filled. Now when the matrix fills up and cycles, it produces income. And what we see here is that the matrix cycling is going to produce $800 that will be able to be distributed back to the company as well as to you, the distributor. Now some of you are looking at this matrix and you're thinking, wait a minute, there's 6 positions here. That's $1,200. What happens to the other $400? Well, that's a great question. Let's just take a second to look at how that works. What you have to understand is that you are always on more than one matrix, and that looks like this. This here may be the person that made the retail sale to you and gave you the opportunity to become a distributor with MPB today. And so what happens is this matrix here also is going to produce $800. And that's how that looks. And this $400 here that appears to be in your matrix will actually go and belong to the pay line of this matrix right here. So that's why your matrix only produces $800. Now when you cycle, one of the first things you're going to be able to do is decide if you want to get a Walmart card that was paid for with your initial $200, or if you want to have groceries shipped to you. Now you see down here, if you had your groceries shipped to you immediately when you bought them, then this Walmart card option is not available. The other thing that you're going to get is a commission check for $100 just because you cycled. Now this won't happen if you don't get qualified by going out and getting your two people. So that's why it's very important that you immediately find two people who want to do the same thing that you do, because this makes you qualified to receive this $100 commission check when the matrix cycles. And what else happens? Well, the company also pays a retail bonus on your preferred retail customer sales. And so what that means is for Tom here and for Mary, there's $50 in bonus commission that's also going to be paid to you. And the last thing that happens is $200 is taken out of this $800 right here to automatically prepay groceries and enter you into your new matrix. And this happens over and over and over every time you cycle. And this is why you never have to take any more money out of your pocket and buy groceries, because it's paid for to enter into your next matrix out of this $800. So the total amount that you earned for this particular cycle is $400. Now let's take another look at something else that could happen. And this has happened and is happening as we're sitting here watching this video. There are some people who came into this and saw the power of it and immediately went out and made all 6 of these retail sales. Well, when that happens, they earned $50 for these 4 additional retail sales that they made to fill out their own matrix. So how does that change the picture here? Well, this retail bonus now becomes $300, and the total earned down here now becomes $600. So you can see there's a lot of power in the initial matrix cycling, and which is completely under your control. Now another aspect of this matrix is the follow me feature, and it's a very, very powerful feature. And let's take a look at how that works. This right here represents your first matrix that we just looked at. Remember, you began this matrix with $200 out of your pocket, and this is the only time that you'll ever do that. Why? Well, remember, the $200 that was used to start this cycle right here, your second one, came from the payout line right here of your first cycle. Now, you did a great job training Tom and Mary, and so they're really working with Jack and Judy to go out and complete their own matrix. Now, when Tom's matrix completes or cycles, he's going to go to the top of his own matrix. So the computer is going to look and find you wherever you are. It's going to take and put Tom underneath you on your next matrix in your first open spot. Now what the computer does, it looks left to right, top to bottom, looking for open spaces. And of course, in this example here, the first open space is right there. Of course, Mary goes out, she does the same thing, she completes her matrix and she cycles and she follows you as well. And so now here you are in your second matrix and you have another matrix to fill. Well, Tom's really caught the vision, so he goes out and he gets his two people. Because you see, Tom is building a matrix right here. And then you went out and you got two more. You made two more retail sales. And now your second cycle just happened. So let's review what happens here. Well, you can elect to receive another $200 Walmart card. And that $200 Walmart card was paid for with this $200 right here. That came out of the pay line right down here of your first matrix. The other thing that you get is you get $100 because your matrix completed and you cycled. And what else do you get? You made two more retail sales right here, and so you're going to get a $100 bonus for that. Now, of course, you could have made all these retail sales. Now, in this case, if you would have made 6 more retail sales before Tom and Mary cycled and came over here, you could actually earn another $600 on this matrix too. It just depends on how fast you want to move. And of course, the other thing that happens is you get $200 that comes out of this pay line to begin your third matrix. And in this particular example, you earn $400 on your second cycle. And there go the $200 to take you to the top of your third matrix. Now, of course, the amount of money that you earn with any of this matrix cycling is completely dependent on your own efforts. And here we have the Wave 2 income stream, and this is the first one, and this is what's called the Shared Infinity Coding Bonus. And what that means is you're going to own a bonus for every cycle in your group through infinity. Now folks, think about that. All the way down, it never stops. The only thing that affects it is that these bonuses are shared. Now let's take a look at what that looks like. And the bonuses are paid weekly. Well, let's take a look at how many levels we have here with this Shared Infinity Bonus. So we have 7 levels here. The lowest level, the bronze, pays $80 on every cycle that happens in your group. So what does it take to become a bronze? It only takes 2 personal cycles. Now folks, that is motivating. And then of course, at the top level here, you get paid $200 on every cycle in your matrix. And of course, remember, these are shared. So we're going to take a look at several examples here to see how that works. Okay, here you are. And for purposes of this example, I just made you a gold, which means you're going to get paid a $160 bonus for every cycle that happens in your group. So here we have a cycle. So how much money do you make? Well, how much money is available? There's $160 available. See right here, $160. So what that means is you're going to be paid $160 bonus, and it's paid weekly for that particular cycle. Let's take another example here. Here we have another cycle. How much money is available? Oh, but look, the difference here is that even though this happened in your group, you have a team member between you and the person who cycled. So how much money are you going to make? Well, let's again take a look at how much money is available, $160. But first we have to look at what the team member is going to make. Well, the team member is a pearl. See right here? And so what that means is they're going to be paid $100 on that cycle. So you'll be paid the amount that's left over from your position as a gold. In this case, that's $60. Let's take a look at another example. Again, we have another cycle somewhere in your group. It doesn't matter how far down it goes. And this time, there's a gold between you and the person that cycled in your team. So how much money are you going to make? Well, how much money is available? 160. Now, in this case, this person here that's between you and the person that cycled is also a gold. And so what that means is they're going to earn that whole $160, which means on this particular cycle you don't get anything. But just wait until you see the second Wave 2 income stream on the next page here. Now let's take a look at one last example. Here you are, and here's your cycle. And oh look, we have another gold between you and the person that cycled. So how much money are you going to make? Is it 0? So again, we look over here how much money is available, and then we look at the gold. Well, what I haven't told you yet is that this person that cycled was one of your personal preferred retail sales. And so even though there's a gold between you and this person that cycled, because they are your personal retail sale, they will always stay coded to you, and you'll always make the full $160 or the full amount of whatever position you're at. Now let's take a look at Wave 2 income stream number 2. And this one is called Matching Infinity Check Bonuses. And how does that work? Well, what that means is you're going to earn a matching check bonus, and these are paid weekly per this schedule right here. Now the double diamond here will be the next level that you'll come to as your group grows. Now becoming a double diamond doesn't take away from any of the coded infinity bonuses that we looked at on the other page. You don't lose anything because you advance to a double diamond. In fact, what happens is you gain, and you gain a lot. Well, let's just take an example here with this guy and see what that looks like. Now the way you become a double diamond is to already be a diamond, which is the top position on the previous page that we looked at, and then produce 1 diamond anywhere in your organization. Well, when that happens, you then become a double diamond. Now let's look at what happens with your income when that diamond earns money in your group. Let's say in this example he earns $5,000. At 15%, which is where the double diamond is, you would then get a check for $750. Be sure and get back to the person who invited you to this presentation to review the qualifications for each one of these income streams. So what we have here, folks, is something that's simple yet very, very powerful. Let's review all the points. You get involved with a one-time retail purchase of just $200, and that's one time out of pocket, and there is no monthly auto ship ever. It's highly duplicable. The low annual replicated website. We're in front of a very powerful marketing trend. We have a turbocharged 2x2 follow me matrix system. You can get paid over and over and over as you cycle. There's 7 levels of infinity shared bonuses. There's 4 generations of matching check bonuses. And we have a phase 3 income stream that's coming soon, as well as residuals on retail purchases. Now what does that mean? Now most of us are used to getting residuals on $40 bottles of juice or a $50 jar of pills or whatever. Well, imagine getting residuals on grocery purchases of $700 to $1,200 a month. Do you think that might be kind of exciting? So what you see here is there is no limits on preferred retail sales. You can make as many of those as you want, and of course there's no limits on your earnings. And like I said earlier, the only thing missing from this plan is you. And Robert Kiyosaki, a very famous best-selling author, said, "The richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else is trained to look for work." Well, what you're showing you here is a network that can be very, very lucrative for you. Are you going to work? Yeah, you're going to work, but you're not just going to work. You're going to help us build a network. And the only difference between a rich person and a poor person is how they use their time. So the question for you right now is, which do you choose to be? Does this program make sense to you? We just invite you to come and join with us. Help us build this retail customer base so we can launch this national vision. And nothing is gained by waiting. Wayne Gretzky said, procrastination is the thief of dreams. So what do we want you to do now? Well, take action. Now is the time to begin. MPB today has put the pieces together and created a system like no other out there. Get back with the person who brought you to this presentation, get your questions answered, and let's get going. Make a decision to live well now with MPB today and you. Folks, thanks for coming to this presentation. We look forward to working with you in the future. Have a wonderful day.